Boreal forest, often called as the lungs of the earth, stretch across the northern regions of the globe, spanning Canada, Russia, Scandinavia, and Alaska. Together, these forests cover nearly 1.9 billion hectares, making them the largest terrestrial biome on planet. These forests aren't just vast, they are ancient, hosting ecosystems that have thrived for millennia. They play a critical role in regulating the planet's climate, absorbing immense amounts of carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen back into the atmosphere. But in recent decades, these lifelines of Earth have become increasingly vulnerable. Rising temperatures, more frequent wildfires, and human activities are pushing them to the brink. What's happening in this forest isn't just about trees burning. It's about the collapse of an intricate web of life that has far reaching consequences for our planet. The boreal forests are unique for many reasons. While most people think of forests as being important for their trees, the true treasure of boreal forest lies beneath their surface. These forests have deep carbon-rich soils covered by thick layers of moss and permafrost. Over thousands of years, organic matter like decayed plants has accumulated in these soils, locking away massive amounts of carbon. How much carbon are we talking about? Boreal forests store about 1.7 trillion metric tons of carbon in their soils and vegetation. To put this into perspective, that's more than double the amount of carbon currently in the atmosphere. This makes boreal forest one of the most important carbon storage systems on Earth, second only to the oceans. Their snowy canopies reflect sunlight back into space, regulating the Earth's atmosphere. Additionally, boreal forests influence global weather patterns by releasing water vapor, which helps drive the water cycle and impacts rainfall far beyond their regions. Despite their resilience, boreal forests are facing unprecedented challenges. Global warming is causing temperatures in these regions to rise at twice the global average. In some areas, temperatures are already 3 degrees Celsius higher than pre industrial levels. This warming has turned the forest into tinder boxes. Once, wildfires in these regions were rare, and when they occurred, they were mostly surface level fires that didn't cause much significant damage. Now, fires are more frequent, intense, and catastrophic. Let's take the example of Canada's 2023 wildfire season. That year alone, more than 17 million hectares of forest burned, an area larger than the entire country of Greece. Such massive wildfires are no longer anomalies, they are becoming the new normal. Why are boreal wildfires so dangerous? The answer lies in their depth. Unlike tropical or savanna fires that primarily burn vegetation, boreal fires penetrate deep into the soil, burning through layers of moss, peat, and permafrost. This process releases what scientists call legacy carbon. Legacy carbon is ancient carbon that has been stored in the soil for thousands of years. Once it is released into the atmosphere, it cannot be replaced. It is essentially a permanent loss. In 2021, boreal wildfires released 1.76 billion metric ton of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. To give you an comparison, that's more than the annual emission of Japan, world's fifth largest emitter. This makes boreal wildfires a major driver of global greenhouse gas emissions. Boreal wildfires are not just a symptom of climate change, they are also a driver of it, creating a vicious feedback loop. Here how it works. As global temperatures rise, boreal forests become drier and more susceptible to wildfires. This wildfire releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which accelerates global warming. The warmer it gets, the more frequent and intense the fire becomes. Scientists warn that by 2100, boreal wildfires could release an additional 50 to 100 billion tons of carbon. This alone could increase global temperatures by 0.5 to 1 degree Celsius, a staggering number in the context of climate change. Permafrost, a key feature of boreal regions, is essentially frozen soil that traps organic material. This frozen material contains 1400 gigatons of carbon, that means 1400 gigatons of carbon, a ticking time bomb. As temperatures rise, permafrost is thawing, releasing not just carbon dioxide but also methane, a greenhouse gas that is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide. This has the potential to accelerate global warming significantly. Peatlands, another crucial component, are waterlogged soils that store 10 times more carbon per square meter than the tropical forest. But when peatlands dry out and burn, they release vast amount of carbon dioxide and pollutants, making them a significant contributor to the global emissions. To address this crisis, scientists are deploying cutting-edge technology. NASA's Earth-observing satellites such as MODIS and VIIRS provide real-time data on wildfire activity and carbon emissions. On the ground, researchers are studying how boreal ecosystems respond to climate change. They are taking soil samples, analyzing fire behavior, and creating predictive models to better understand the risk. One promising area of research focuses on fire management techniques. Scientists are working on methods to control and reduce the intensity of wildfires, such as controlled burns and fire breaks. These strategies could help mitigate the damage while protecting these vital ecosystems. The impacts of boreal forest fire extend far beyond the regions. For instance, soot and ash from these fires often settle on Arctic ice, darkening its surface. This, reduce, this reduces the ice's ability to reflect sunlight, speeding up its melting, a phenomenon called as the albedo effect. This has serious implications for global sea levels and weather patterns. Additionally, the release of carbon dioxide from these fires contributes to more extreme weather events, from hurricanes to heat waves. Governments worldwide need to act urgently. Policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, protect boreal forests, and invest in fire prevention programs are crucial. However, international cooperation is equally important. Climate change is a global problem that requires global solutions. While the governments and scientists can lead the charge, individuals can make a difference too. Supporting sustainable forestry products, reducing personal carbon footprints, and planting trees are small actions with big impacts. Education and advocacy are also key. By raising awareness about the importance of boreal forest, communities can push for stronger climate policies and conservation efforts. Despite the challenge, there is hope. Reforestation projects are underway to restore damaged areas, and innovations in fire management are improving our ability to detect and control wildfires. If we act decisively, there is still a chance to protect the boreal forest and their critical role in stabilizing Earth's climate. The actions we take today will determine whether these ancient ecosystems continue to thrive or become a relic of the past. The boreal forests are more than just a collection of trees, they are a cornerstone of Earth's life support system. Their future is intertwined with ours. By understanding the importance and acting to protect them, we can ensure a sustainable world for generations to come. Together, we have the power to make a difference. And that's the story of the boreal forest, Earth's hidden guardians against climate change. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread this message. Together, we can create awareness and inspire action to protect our planet. Let's grow this community of change makers. See you in the next one. Bye.